Say there's got to be some good reason for your little backpack. Smack. Turn around, he's on his back and don't wanna tangle with you. I'd rather tangle with him. Think I'm gonna bash his head in. Yeah, songs of Sucking Tail all day. Welcome to G Solo headquarters. We had a great time tonight at Tank's house. It was a blast, and we were able to do the trivia part, but didn't have enough time to review those games. And as your fearless commissioner, I feel like it is my duty to at least shoot the shit to hear about how good or how shitty your team did this past week. So this is technically the first segment. I'll run through this real quick. Okay. Hope everyone had a good week, by the way. A couple things happened this week. Starting off, if we can get to that. Welcome home, South Carolina football, Beamer. Like, we are getting excited around here. That's awesome. Like, that was a huge win. Columbia is so much more fun when we're good. It's not very often, but things are looking up in Gamecock Nation. It's also like a kind of important election that happened yesterday that I was able to watch with Brew and Megan and Trevor Brony and Andrea and people at Henry's, and they would, toast my dad with the bourbon at the end of the night. It's a very good result, which I'm hoping the next 4 years are going to be awesome for us. I say all that without even mentioning any names, and Democratic Party is about to shut down G Squared, but red flag, YouTube, red flag. I'm gonna jump into it. Greg crushed Michelle. That's what I wrote for that. Yeah, Michelle, your team's on life support. You have to win out or you're done. You had a great first year, so there's nothing to be upset about. Greg's team's getting scarier and scarier. He's got McCaffrey coming back this week, so. But we'll see what happens for the rest of the league. Watch out. Welcome to the party, Brew. He said he hasn't won 4-0. I feel like he has. If he hasn't, he's won like 3 out of 4. He's 4-5. He's right in the thick of things. He's just put Shoei on life support. Shoei needs to. He might have one loss left in him, but other than that, he needs to win out. So, Brew, hell of a win. Scored 129.8. That's like, you didn't just win, you fucking won convincingly. I'm glad I didn't play this week. I scored 127. I would have lost to you, so that would have been fun. Let's get down to the nitty gritty with Garrett's bet with me, like which one of us will make the playoffs, because we played each other last week of the season. So that might be the $100 on the line right there. Next storyline, the Hitmen are back. They scored just right around there, 130, something like that. He's getting healthy. I called it all week. Him were gonna win. And Gordo's team is like a facade, like it has a good record, but the points aren't there. That's eventually gonna catch up to you when you start playing good teams, and it did. Gordo's team's starting to sink. I did check on Gordo though tonight. He is okay. He didn't start a kicker by choice. We were kind of worried when we were at Tank's house earlier that no one heard from Gordo. The last time he was seen was at TLC by Troika. Apparently Gordo knows everybody at TLC. Red flag. But we were worried because we hadn't heard from him. He didn't start a kicker on Sunday, and he hasn't picked up a quarterback or defense this week, and it's already Wednesday. So, and Gordo's normally on this, so it was like somebody put up the Gordo signal and make sure he's okay. So, but Gordo's fine, just so the whole league knows. Wade and Sheely. Wade very kind of lackluster. He's so tied with all of us shit shows at 4-5, but you can't afford a lot of those kind of losses. Sheely's showing some life. Mike said he's gonna win out, so we'll see what happens. But at this point, he needs to, or he's done. And then looking at other teams, like I don't see a lot of difference. Just Mike was behind the 8 ball from the rip, and it puts a lot of pressure on him to be able to catch up. Wade, this isn't one of his better teams, but like I do trust like his ability to make things happen, pickups and stuff like that. So I won't write off Wade until like he's out of it completely. The two stories of the week: Jensen and Tank. Tank was down by so fucking much, like 70, 80 points. And it started looking like the Monday night game, it was Tank was turning into the witch. Like how Greg got me on that one Monday night game where it was like, oh, I just want to say go Lions, but I know I'm going to lose. Like, I was like, I think Tank's got a chance. And the crazy part is, like, so many things need to happen in that game. And so it went to overtime, which Tank needed. Right? Like, there's no way he gets enough points in regulation. So it goes to overtime. By Baker driving down the field, 1 minute left. And they didn't go for two. So he drives down the field, 1 minute left. They score a touchdown, go to overtime. And then, check this out. The Chiefs get the ball. So if, like, the Bucs got the ball first and then score, all the Chiefs had to go get a field goal. The Chiefs got the ball first. So they had, if they wanted to, like, just exclamation point victory, they had to score a touchdown. So it's like, shit, well, Tank needs a touchdown. So he keeps throwing it. He's throwing it to Hopkins. He's throwing it to Kelsey. And he's just like chipping away. So the time he was down by 4 points. And they got down the 1 yard line. And it's like, if Mahomes sneaks it in, Tank wins. But they give it to Kareem Hunt. Gets it. Touchdown. Spoiler, Chiefs win again. Going forward to the other game. I guess Garrett was down by 7 because Garrett had Kareem Hunt. Gets it in, and he loses by exactly 1 point. There's no sack corrections this week either. Yeah, like, lose on that and let me know how you feel. By the way, I wrote all this down on a piece of paper because I'm dishing this shit up to y'all. Tough losses for Garrett and Tank, but I think they're okay. Tank less than Garrett. Tank's got lucky on a couple, but he's also like had some old school like really close Tank losses this year. And with everybody so tight, it might come back to haunt him for a playoff spot. We'll see, because I feel like Bruce team's coming. But the Garrett Troika tickle fight game, it lived up to its billing as far as how close it was. They're both in the 90s. Can't really hate on that bad. But Troika's riding that train, man. He's 8-1, and that gives him basically a 2-game lead over Garrett because he's a 1 game above him in the standings, but now he has tiebreaker 2. So that was huge. But luckily for Garrett, the Giant Killer's playing Troika this week. We're about to talk about that in the overview of games. Cheers.